1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did you know celiac disease is the only word in the English language that has all vowels
Okay, and
in a word?
silence. Okay, that's not true. Actually, we can just start. We'll start like now.
Okay.
That's not true though.
Celiac disease is the only word you can spell backwards, and it's the same word.
I don't think
That's
true.
called a homophobe. Oh, also, we're live.
I'm afraid you're mistaken on all accounts, actually.
Which part?
Well, where do I begin? Celiac disease, first of all, is not a homophobe. It is a homosexual. It's the opposite.
Thaddeus just killed me. I was drinking water and he had to say that.
So, right before you guys started listening to the show here, there was an erroneous claim made that, what was it? That celiac disease is the only word in the English language that contains all the vowels?
Yeah, and it's spelled backwards.
Okay, so what do you think all the vowels are?
A,
Mm-hmm.
E. I didn't know this was going to be a test, okay? Why did you have to bring this up?
So,
okay.
Sorry to get on my soapbox here, guys, but this is where we are with the American public education system. I mean, come on, look at how it's failed us. We have a 33-year-old man here who cannot even name all the vowels. All right? So
mind your business, okay? 33 and a half.
Of course, if our education system was better, was more well-rounded, he'd be able to list them all, okay? For example, A, E, I, L, M, T. But he can't do it.
Isn't there sometimes W?
No. Sometimes it's V.
Oh, damn it.
Because
the V, there's two, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's V, but like...
Sometimes when you flip it, it's an A.
Exactly. So that's why. All you have to do is flip it, add a little line in the middle, all of a sudden you got an A.
It's like that saying, like if someone gives you a bad score, like they give you an 8, you say flip that 8, now it's an 8. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
No, flip that 6, now it's a 9. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So...
Flip that 7, now it's an L.
Flip that V, now it's sometimes a vowel.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So that was our fun little what do we call that? That was our opening
bit. Yeah.
That wasn't a little opening.
That was an opening monologue.
It was a little bit, yeah, opening monologue. I mean, celiac disease. What's next? Ceilings disease. The disease, because your ceiling is sick. Your ceiling.
This guy, he said it. He said it.
Celiac disease is very serious, people. Okay, gluten allergies are nothing to be made fun of. All right, they don't happen often, but when gluten strikes, it's devastating. As a celiac myself, I really take this sort of thing with the gravitas it deserves, and I'm sorry that not everyone can do that.
With celiac, you can't eat any gluten, right?
Yeah. So celiac disease is is like a legitimate disease where you can't eat gluten.
Okay, it's not.
But the vast majority of people can tolerate gluten like just fine.
They just avoid it because they think it's
they avoid it because they think it's unhealthy. They think it's inflammatory. They think it's this and that. And there has yet to be a large body of
people with celiac.
There's yet to be a large body of evidence that has stated, where we can draw like evidence-based conclusions that the majority of people are gluten intolerant. That's not true. A lot of people think that gluten is something that should have never been consumed by humans. Mm-hmm. They think it's like biologically inappropriate for us to consume. But that's not true. There's not a lot of basis for that. Yeah. For those of you who are gluten-free zealots, go ahead and fight me. Fight me IRL. I'd love to take you on. I'll take you all on. That's Optimus Prime, by the way.
Oh, that was really good. I was gonna say like I said, I know nothing of gluten. Like,
first of all, I have to stop you there. It's pronounced glutton, but continue.
It's derived from the Latin word gluttony.
Yeah. What are you saying?
But that's funny you bring that argument up, because I always hear the argument of lactose intolerant. Mm-hmm. People say we should not be consuming milk.
So that's that's a little bit more. There's a little bit more validity to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like there are like dairy intolerance and dairy allergies are more common.
Yeah.
Because we do lose the ability to digest lactose. I mean, it's like, or a majority of people do, like, we can say that because we know that is true.
Yeah.
Right? Like, lactose tolerance decreases as we age. Like, that's just a fact. So
it's wild to think
we can actually say that with confidence.
Yeah, we're one of the species that continue. Mm-hmm. One of the mammals that continue drinking milk after, like, because, you know, we lactate for a reason. You know, for the viewers out there who don't understand the lactation, I'm doing my PhD in lactation.
And it's interesting because it's pretty cool that you're doing that because I'm lactating right now.
Yeah, it's true.
I take my lactation so seriously that I do it. I walk the walk.
Would you rather have the ability
to lactate
at will
or
no,
why even come up with a second option? I'm obviously going to choose that one. You could put anything as option B, and I'm still going to choose the ability to lactate.
Or lactate.
Of course, lactate. Are you kidding me? Billion, trillion, doesn't matter. I'm choosing lactation.
The ability to fly or lactate.
Why not both? I'm going to fly while lactating. So, wait, but sorry. What you're saying something? You were talking about how
my PhD in lactation.
Yeah, but before that, you're talking about how we.
Just like how we as a species kind of like.
We still find a way to drink a type of milk. Even after we're not babies anymore.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know.
It is.
Also too, like I remember I was watching Bart Kwan. You know Bart Kwan, the bodybuilder guy. Kwan. He talking about how our existence is really odd. I mean, a burger. How many things did it take to make that burger, right? And think about back then. Getting the wheat itself was like a task, a process, you know? Now it's like you get the wheat, lettuce, tomato and everything on there, bam, in 2 minutes. It's like the oddity of it, and you see why people are obese. It's like you're giving them this food that 100 years ago was a rarity.
Yeah, well, if you can think about it in terms of like almost like a calorie economy, right? Like, or like sort of an investment. If you wanted to create a burger yourself.
Yeah.
Before, like, all these scientific and industrial revolutions.
Yeah.
You'd have to. Okay, so here's what you'd have to do, right? You have to already have raised a cow that is ready for slaughter.
Yeah.
You have to have already planted and gardened and nurtured several types of vegetables.
Yep.
In the appropriate conditions, and then you also have to have grown and harvested and processed and milled the wheat.
Yep.
You would have had to have baked the bread. You would need to make ketchup with the tomatoes.
Yep.
Right? Spices, sugar. You would have needed to raise chickens to get eggs for probably the bread and depending on the bread you want to make, and also for the mayo.
Yeah.
You need vinegar. How are you going to get that? Well, you gotta distill it from something.
You gotta distill it. I don't know what vinegar is.
So you have to also. Well, let's see. So mayo is what is it? It's egg yolks, vinegar, something else in there too. Basically, there's a lot of work. Okay.
Salt?
Basically, there's a lot of work. Yeah, sure. And then you know what I mean? Like you'd have to spend years and like there's years of effort involved.
Yeah.
In creating the circumstances necessary to have a burger.
Yeah. And
we're able to drive somewhere with minimal effort.
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, it's absolute minimal effort. We sit down in a vehicle
and then
that
they
takes
make
us.
It for us.
Yeah, and then we the only effort we have to exert is taking the money out of our wallet.
Yeah.
And picking up the food and putting it next to us in the car and then driving home.
Isn't that an oddity? Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Welcome to Coolio Mulio, the mind-blowing podcast. Okay, we're talking all sorts of things here, okay? Celiac disease. We're talking about gluten. We're talking about dairy. We're talking about Bart Kwan. We're talking about burgers.
Wallets.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm entertained.
Are you not entertained?
So actually,
that was a weird tangent.
This is the first episode in a while where we haven't introduced it immediately.
Yeah.
Within the first 5 minutes. And so this is funny because we're kind of slipping back into our
old ways.
Our old ways. If you guys
remember we had 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna. It's just, we can't do it. You can't do it. It's not gonna work out, guys. The math doesn't add up.
It does.
So anyway, for real though, hopefully we haven't lost you yet. Hopefully you guys are still listening. But this is the Coolio Mulio Show, the Would You Rather podcast. We are your hosts. I'm just gonna introduce myself normally today because I feel like we've taken enough time being funny. Now we can just be serious. Yes. No jokes at all for the rest of the time.
Yep.
We'll be absolutely serious, completely
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Steve Austin. Wait, shit.
Over the freaking line.
I'm sorry.
I just said
I know. I used their quota and like I didn't mean it. No.
Okay. Yeah, you're making jokes on my podcast.
Why are you punching my favorite bag?
Just wanted to get some stress out. Okay, all right. Okay, so anyway.
No more jokes.
So no more jokes. I'm Thaddeus Lynn.
I'm Nicholas Rivas.
And this is the show where we answer Would You Rather questions sent in by you, the listeners. And occasionally when we don't have any questions, we are forced to look them up on the internet.
Yes.
Today is going to be a very serious episode because I think we've exhausted all our jokes. We're not funny anymore.
Yes.
We just have to be really, really
firm,
austere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, we have to be absolutely austere. We have to be severe, and we have to. Sorry, just almost made a joke there. No, I can't do it.
Stop
it. I gotta be serious. Okay.
Corporate called. They said we can't make any jokes.
I know. I will. Okay. Corporate. Don't tell me about corporate. I know corporate. I am corporate. Okay. So anyway, let's get started. We have one question today.
Yeah.
Sent in by someone who we shall not be named at all.
You want to give it a name? Because technically,
this person has not sent in a question before.
But this person has been on the show.
And yes, we have had this person featured on the show before. Should we tell them who it is? Do you think?
I don't know. This is a toughie.
I feel like. Well,
let's read it and see if people can figure it out, or like we'll reveal it if it becomes, because I feel like the writing gives it away.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Are you still? Or should we still be serious? Is it still serious?
I've been serious my whole life. We should give it a name.
Here we go then. What? The person?
Yes.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, when we get emails from someone who has not sent in a question before, we make up a name for them, a fake name, for no reason. It's just fun to do. But because today's a serious episode, I'm afraid we can't do that. We're going to have to trek on forward. No name at all today. This person shall remain nameless.
His name is No Name at All today.
Okay, so No Name at All today writes. I'm just kidding, guys. Here we go. The jokes are coming out. The humor is rolling, guys.
Corporate's knocking at our window, and we're saying no.
They're knocking at the window, and we're saying no. That kind of rhymes. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, yeah. It's like go Also, guys, it's gonna be a shorter episode than usual because we're trying to do some stuff. We don't.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
we will see how it goes. It may end up being shorter.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't want to get your guys' hopes up, but it may be even longer. Yeah. That's what she said.
2 hours.
Sorry, I've got the jokes are coming out in full force. I don't know what to tell you guys.
We're uncensored, untamed, and unmained.
And guess what? Guess.
What?
We're also unashamed. Oh, there it is, guys. All right, here we go. So, okay, fine. I guess I should come up with a name. I should come up with the first name this time.
Yeah. Wait, you don't want to do No Name at All today?
Oh, okay, we can do that too. Okay, sure. Well, no name at all today, right? Should I read this in some sort of way?
Read it how you think this person.
Oh! I'm just kidding.
Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
Actually, this first sentence that this person wrote, or the first line, actually. It's sort of reminiscent of how stereotypical like Russian accents are written, because they don't have like articles. So, it almost reads like you could say it like this. I am big fan of show. Please keep showing show. Thanks.
That's the question.
But anyway, here's the rest of the question. You don't want me to read it in a particular way.
No, unless you feel okay. If you feel it, like the Russian was perfect for that one. But let's see.
I think the rest of it. I just read it normally. I have a question, and I just want the world to hear it. So that was written in. I didn't make that up.
That's exactly.
There's a bunch of O's in this. So, would you rather be only able to create a good intro or a good conclusion? This can be regarding a paper, song, movie, and other stuff like that. Imagine it every time you write a paper, you have a great intro but a terrible conclusion. And if you want to make it harder, you can, that's what she said, you can push the idea further by saying everything you encounter can only have one of the two. Oh, so if you go see a movie by some random guy, you still have to forfeit a good conclusion or a good intro. So it also refers to, or it can refer to,
if you want to make it harder,
what you also consume, not only what you create, but also what you consume. So what does that mean, though? That means if you walk into a movie and it has a good intro, that means
it's going to have a terrible.
What about other people that you're watching it with? They're forced to sit through the terrible conclusion.
So everything you encounter will have to. It's just magic, some magical wizard curse.
But that means okay. Let's say you go see a movie.
Yeah.
So it has to have a bad ending when you see it.
Yeah.
Does that mean that movie has a bad ending for everyone who sees it from then on?
I think just it's more to you. I think like
how,
it's I'm imagining.
I need to know why.
You come into a movie and like it has a good intro, and it's relative to you. So I'm not saying someone out there is not going to enjoy that in that outro, that conclusion. It's just to you, it sucks, you know. And so whatever your taste is. So if a movie starts off, let's say it's a beautiful war movie, and it starts off with this beautiful war piece, and it's great, and then at the end the guy just goes, "Yeah, war is not fun," and like he just leaves.
But other people are able to think that's good.
Someone
in
can.
this weird messed up world.
They'll be like, "Oh, that's interesting. I can see why he took that choice." But like, it's gonna be a terrible movie. It's gonna be a terrible conclusion. I mean,
well, I think for now. So
the first one?
Let's talk about the first part of the question without that little addendum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would you rather be able to create a good intro or a good conclusion? Boom. All right. Well, what do you think? Okay, since you sort of have a little experience with this question, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. I'm Russian. I say intro. Hear me out. Now,
okay.
I think the most important part of a paper is your thesis. Most of my papers have a bomb-ass thesis, and the professors are like tight. And they'll give me a fairly bomb-tastic grade. And I think it's because, and hear me out, professors, TAs, they grade consistently like hundreds of papers, right? So I think what they do is they see the thesis and they skim the rest. I could be wrong. It's my theory. So I think basically I'm trying to boil it down to is that I want to get them hooked. Because I think it's to have a good anything, you have to have both. Both have to be on par. You have to have a good intro and a good ending. But if I was in this wonky world, I would rather grab their attention. Granted, they're gonna leave mad, but I'd rather just grab their attention at first. Then I got them in there. So
okay, here's some questions though.
Yeah.
Does this mean that if I choose one or the other, if I choose one of them to be good, does that mean the other one will always be very bad?
Yes.
And then how about the body of my essays?
Body, it's...
Or whatever it is.
I didn't think about the body. I guess that would be... It'd be good. It'd be fine.
Well, how about this? The body relies on how good of a creator you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. That's way better than I thought.
And so, speaking as an award-winning director...
That's true.
Novelist.
He's a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
I would say that the introduction is it's okay. It's a good introduction is good.
Yes.
But really the rest of your piece of work also has to be developed, otherwise
of course
you will not hold their attention. It doesn't
I know.
You can no longer entertain your audience. They're no longer invested. They're not interested.
It's true.
And that's my director voice.
That's how every director talks. Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, I'm Steven Spielberg.
I made World of Worlds.
So, here's the thing, though, okay? A good intro?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay? That, of course, is important.
Yes.
And it's interesting because you are thinking about this in terms of getting grades for it.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something, okay? I'm about to blow your mind here. Grades aren't everything. I'm sorry, it has to be said. But our public education system, I'm telling you guys, I'm serious. It really is killing us, okay? It's not preparing us for the 21st century. Can we just agree on that right now? Can we just talk about this for a second? So anyway, the intro, it's funny, right? Because every time you talk about essays, and this starts in middle school and it goes all the way up to college.
Yeah, it's thesis all day.
They say, oh, you gotta hook your audience. You gotta hook them.
Yeah.
Hook them with the intro. You gotta have a good hook, right? And so they will spend, funnily enough, a disproportionate amount of time focusing on how to write, like different ways to hook your audience, different ways to like create, interest.
Yeah.
But in the real world, though, that's not even important.
Yeah.
Think about, so as an adult who is no longer in school, no longer writing or reading things that are going to be graded, thinking about what you're interested in reading. What are you interested in reading? It's stuff that you're already interested in, stuff that you already want to know about. It doesn't need to have some incredible like hook and thesis that's really going to blow your mind. Be like, oh, I really want to read this. Because if you're reading a book, you already want to read it.
Yeah.
You've already heard good things about it. You already want to read it. It's like I no longer evaluate books or movies necessarily by how they start.
Yeah.
Because if it's a movie that is recommended to me, or a book that is recommended to me that I know is good, or that I know has good information in it, information that I want to know, I don't even think necessarily about the way it starts. Like it might start poorly. I'm reading a book right now where I wasn't thrilled with the intro. I wasn't like, I was like, this intro isn't great, but I want to know about what's in the book, so I keep reading, right? And this is the way things work in the real world. If you go to see a movie and the intro's not great,
you're not gonna stop.
You're not just gonna walk out of the theater, right? It's much more disappointing. I'd much rather go see a movie that has a terrible beginning, but the body of it is great and the conclusion is great.
Yeah. Than
to watch a movie where maybe the intro is great and the body's great, but the conclusion really sucks.
Yeah.
It's like
that's a terrible feeling.
I'm gonna walk out of the movie. I will regret watching that movie.
Yeah.
I will regret it.
Yep.
I will regret reading that book.
Yeah.
I will regret anything that just leaves me with a bad ending that I'm not satisfied with.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
And as a creator, I want my audience to be satisfied.
Yeah.
And I feel like there are a lot of ways you could approach this, right? Because it's not only that the intro or conclusion is like dissatisfying or unsatisfying. It's almost like the way I see it, it is also bad from a creative standpoint.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, there can be conclusions or intros that people don't like because they're not quote unquote satisfying. But if they're creative and they're well executed, they can still be good. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is like a kind of a contrived example, but like La La Land, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people were dissatisfied with the ending because it's like, end up together.
Yeah.
But from a creative standpoint, from a like sort of like a critical standpoint, that was genius. The ending was genius. The ending made that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like to me, that is a great conclusion, although it's not satisfying. You know what I mean? I'd rather be able to do that. I'd rather be able to like create these amazing endings that maybe they're not like well, I don't know. I'm getting into a lot of weird stuff right now.
No. But I totally see what you're saying.
But all I'm saying is that there are different definitions of like good, what constitutes good. And as a creator, I would like to be in charge of what is a good of what is good for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a good conclusion.
Yeah.
Always. Mm. And a bad intro than the other way around.
Well, see, I agree with you. On every point, I agree with you. Well, almost every point. The thing is, I'm still in school, so my even though like I love the movies, I love all that, I'm just trying to get a good grade, and so my intros have been kick ass, so it's been working out for me. That's regarding papers, though. That's you're right. It's not real world, but I'm not in the real world yet. But I agree with you. If most movies, what do people talk about? It's the ending. The endings are the most important part of a movie. That's like when I look up like greatest scenes of all time in movies, it's usually like the best this top 10 endings, this ending or an ending analysis. What does this ending mean? Endings are key, that and how I took it as like I remember I was talking to one of my bosses at this job I used to work at, and I remember she was telling me like because I got scolded for something, and she said I was telling her, I was like, that's so dumb. Like, I did so much for this job, and I mess up one time, and I'm getting yelled at. Like, why? And she said to me some stuff that's always stuck to me.
You shouldn't eat an orange here.
You should. She said that. That was her. No, but she said that you can do the best thing ever, but the last thing person sees is the most relevant.
The last thing that someone sees or hears is the thing that they will remember.
Exactly.
That's all there is to it.
Yep.
If you were to, let's say you wrote movies.
Yeah.
And you always had this amazing intro.
Yeah.
But maybe the body of your movie is good too, right? Mm-hmm. The development is good. But you always have these terrible endings, these terrible conclusions.
Yeah.
You're going to be known as the guy who always writes great intros, but that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And the endings of your movies suck.
Yeah.
And so no one's going to want to watch your movies. If on the other hand, you're known as the guy who can't write for the life of you, you can't write a good introduction to your movie.
Yeah.
But the body is good.
Yeah.
And you have these amazing conclusions to your movies. Then people will see you as like, he's just not good. He's not good at starting movies.
Yeah.
But the rest of them is amazing.
The takeoff's iffy, but the landing is
perfect, right?
And I agree with
you. I agree. I would rather be that.
See, I agree with you, but I have to disagree because I
agree, but I have to disagree.
It's because it's the duality I have right now is that like
that's just my opinion.
I'm still in school. Like that's true. I'm stuck here. Like I want to agree with you. I would choose that if I was out of school.
But think about this though, okay? Okay.
That's just my opinion.
That's just my opinion.
I can't get over it.
So, I think you're underestimating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I also do think that the ability to write conclusions is extremely underrated and underappreciated in any sort of academic writing. Or, in a lot of forms of academic writing because the way most people approach it, it's like an afterthought. It's like, well, I've already done all the work, right? I wrote out a thesis. I provided evidence or, a body, whatever you want to write about in the body. And so the conclusion is just like a summary. People are just like, yeah, it's just a summary. But a good writer who writes a good conclusion does not just summarize information.
Yeah.
The conclusion can act as a summary, but you need to you gotta provide something for the reader to think about. You have to maybe propose a new idea, whether that is through whether it's scientific writing or it's even like fictional writing, or other forms of nonfiction. Like you have to there has to be some sort of message.
Yeah.
Right? Not just a summary of what you've written, but a message for your readers as well, right? That is a good conclusion, but no one knows how to do that. And I think, if anything, if you were able to do that, if you are able to do that in an academic setting, right, writing essays or whatever, and you're able to write amazing conclusions, if you have this depends on the teacher or the TA.
Yeah, of course, yeah, it's case by case.
Like, you know, there are hopefully TAs and professors out there who realize how valuable that is and how rare that is now, because no one, like, very few classes stress how to write good conclusions.
Yeah, I would be the first to admit I cannot write a conclusion for the life of me. My conclusions all run the same beat. Like, it's okay. There's
in conclusion.
In conclusion, the paper was tight and you were right.
And like all, the paper was right and you were right. I wasn't right. The author of this, I wasn't right. You were. But it's like I always say, keep it real, keep it 100, poo poo caca.
The professor just crying.
and then you start writing out like, like and subscribe, comment, smash that like button. We'll see you guys next time. Send in your questions, SchoolAmulioShow@gmail.com.
Play me out, Daddy.
In conclusion, play us a beat, and we'll see you next week.
Professor pulls me aside, Nicholas.
This is the greatest conclusion
I've read a plethora of papers, and only one made me cry. Yours made me die.
I am dying. I am dead.
Your paper gave me celiac disease.
Your paper gave me celiac. It gave me celiac disease. It gave me Crohn's disease. And,
but then it cured me.
It gave me Lyme disease.
But then it freaking cured me.
But your conclusion is really what gave me...
Oh...
cancer.
I thought you were going with he's like, the intro and the body of this paper, disgusting. I vomited. I threw up on my dog. But then...
on my dog.
Your conclusion made me regurgitate? No. It brought me he's like talking, it's like a Chef Ramsay, like he'll be like, this is the worst paper ever because it's the best paper, you know what I mean? Like he flips it on you. I thought that's what you were going with.
I see like the Key and Peele.
The Key and Peele, that's what I was trying to think of.
I have one major problem with this paper. It's that you didn't write it for me sooner.
Thank you, Chef.
Because if you had, I would have known how good you are at writing papers that are bad.
Like, I'm sorry, Professor.
No. But no. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no. Yeah.
So I think we're gonna, because I agree with you. If it was another time, another light, another moon, I would agree with you. But I'm gonna disagree and say I would rather have a good intro. But like I said, if I was you, if I was in your boat, your navy, in
my boots. You're saying if you were in my shoes,
if I was in your boots, I would say there's a snake in it. You know,
there's a snake in my boot.
But yeah, so intro. I'm sticking with my intros.
You're sticking with intro?
You kind of indirectly too answered this. The second part of the
question.
Then
let me say to you, this to you, because you said that you're going to pick intro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to say that you're my favorite deputy.
I'm Woody.
I just wanted to sneak in another. Yeah, okay. I just want to sneak in another Woody reference. I'm Woody. Howdy.
I watch that every day.
Every day I'll watch that clip.
Whenever I'm feeling down.
I'm Woody. Howdy.
Ha ha ha. Keep me.
Ha ha ha. Keep me. That's right. That's so funny. Hashtag growing up Toy Story. Oh, come on. Airplane mode or bust, I'm telling you.
It's not my fault, but yeah, so you indirectly answered that other question.
Yeah, and I have to say conclusion.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree, but I disagree. Okay.
Wait, so how did I answer the second
part? Second one you said, I'm going to hate an author if I walk out of it mad. I'm going to hate a director if I walk out of it mad. So that kind of indirectly answered this one, I think.
I'm not going to hate them. But
you're gonna hate that art.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna hate them, but I'm just gonna despise them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna abhor them, right?
Why'd you call them a whore, dog?
Because
that's not cool.
They are. Do you know what abhor means?
No, I've never heard abhor.
Abhor. So, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It means it's another word for hate or despise. So if you look this up, right? Look up the definition. Regard with disgust and hatred.
What a beautiful word.
Yeah, abhor. So I wouldn't hate them, but I would despise and abhor them.
I will detest them.
Yeah, I will detest
Not
them.
only will I detest, I will loathe them. I will despise them. I will abominate them. The guy who has is like a book of the thesaurus, and he's just like, yeah, it's terrible. It's not just terrible. It's horrid. Oh, no. It's awful. And they're like, yeah, we know that. No. You don't know that. You understand it. But yeah, so that's basically our question. We got.
I would, yeah, no. But basically, I would much rather suffer through a bad intro and have a great conclusion. Yes. Both creating and experiencing. Yep.
I agree.
There's nothing more disappointing than walking out of a movie and being like, that ending sucked. Mm-hmm. No matter how good the intro was. Yeah. A terrible ending will never make up for it.
Well, you need both. Like I said, yes. we're obviously not saying like this is better than this. Like they're both.
They're both indispensable, of course.
Yeah. In perfection, you need both of them. You know, you don't walk out of Shawshank thinking like, man, that intro was great, 10 out of 10. You know, you go, that movie was great. You know.
Yeah.
So
of course.
So. You know, of course this question is just to make it harder.
Yes, but I would rather watch and create something that starts out badly and then gets amazing than write something that starts out amazing and then ends terribly.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I can't. I won't do it. You can't make me. You cannot make me.
Thaddeus.
Okay.
Take the pill.
It's not who I am.
Take the red pill.
No, I'm gonna take. It's the blue pill, right? That's the other one.
Yeah.
Blue pill, red pill.
Yeah.
Here's what I do.
I forgot which one does what, though. I think red pill gets you to the Matrix.
Red pill... Yeah. Red pill takes you out of the Matrix.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take both. And then I swallow them both. So I'm sort of halfway out of the Matrix.
I wonder what would happen.
But I can cross between worlds.
Do you think he just dies?
No. You live.
Matrix 4. The Mevolution.
Matrix. What would the fourth movie be called? What do you think? What would you name it? The fourth Matrix movie.
They've already did Revolution. Mm-hmm. They did. Wait.
Matrix Reloaded. Matrix
Reloaded. So it'd be.
Matrix Unloaded.
It'd be. Wait. The Matrix Unloaded Evolution. Is that?
That's not.
The third.
Good.
Good.
Wait. Matrix Unloaded.
The third.
But it's the fourth movie.
Yeah.
So we just call it the third. So I would call it the Matrix. The Matrix Identity. All right.
Ultimatum.
Yeah, the Matrix Ultimatum. The Matrix. The Matrix 11.
Yeah.
The Matrix 13.
Oh God.
The Matrix 12. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this?
The Matrix 3.14.
So I just copy what other movies have done with their sequels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matrix Fast 5.
Yeah. Exactly. What's another going? Like Matrix, The Half-Blood Prince, right? The Matrix, The Deathly Hallows. The Matrix Mockingjay.
Matrix 4 Return of the Mac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or Matrix Fully Loaded. Which actually is pretty similar
and
to what
then
you're saying.
Do what every Hollywood movie does, and then by the time they get to their 6th or 7th, they go, just The Matrix. They bring it back.
Yeah.
The Matrix again.
Yeah, and then there's going to be one called The Rematrix. Okay.
And then the reboot.
Yeah. And then the Rematrix reboot.
And then the game and the movie, the play.
Mm-hmm. That's all one thing. The game, the movie, the play.
We're at 30.
It's a play about the game movie. It's a play about someone watching a movie about playing the game. All right, so
we're at 30. Do you want to do another one?
You know what? Let's yeah.
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do another one. Okay. I actually do have. I think I have.
Oh, you have a question?
Yeah, but
Do you want to save it?
But let's pull this one off the internet because we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead. We'll do this, guys. And guess you're making us do this, okay, people? You're not sending questions.
I blame the economy.
Yeah, and I blame climate change, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Exactly. Yeah, it's these freaking tree huggers. They're not sending questions.
These freaking libtards.
They're too busy out hugging trees. These snowflakes.
These cuck holders.
Yeah, they're holding cucks.
Would you rather have a lover?
No, they're actually old. They're cuckolds. You know, there's no H, so they're actually old cucks.
Oh shit.
Okay. Anyway.
Call Obama. Would you rather have a lover who only speaks on Mondays? Or have a lover who speaks another language. So the original question was they speak Pig Latin, but I'm like, no, let's do something like a little more reasonable. Like you can learn the language.
You can learn Pig Latin.
You can learn Pig Latin, but no one's gonna like.
You think that I can't learn Pig Latin?
Did you just use Pig Latin on me? Did you just freaking use Pig?
Yay.
Don't do that to me.
Do you not speak it?
No.
Are you serious?
I never speak Pig Latin.
Have you never learned Pig Latin?
No.
For real?
Yes.
You don't know what it is?
Never.
Wait, I can't tell if you're being serious. You
don't know? I really don't know Pig Latin.
You don't know Pig Latin?
Nah.
It's not... You know it's not a real language, right?
Oh, it's not? Oh, sorry, I saw Latin. I was like, oh, I guess it's fucking Latin.
No.
Wait, what is Pig Latin then?
Oh my...
No, this is like legit me being like 100%.
I thought you were goofing.
No, this is not a bit. Like, I really don't know Pig Latin.
Pig Latin is just...
It's not a language?
No, it's not a real language.
What the hell?
Pig Latin...
Okay.
Oh no, Pig Latin is. It's really stupid.
Wait, is it what you were really doing?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Pig Latin is moving. So basically, you take a word, you move the first letter to the end of the word, and then you add ay to it. So like
that is the dumbest thing in the world.
So or you take the first like sound. So like for like chair, it'd be air che.
Oh, I hate that.
For like stool.
What's the point of this?
It'd be ulstay.
What is this?
I owned day no nay.
Someone was like, I'm gonna piss people off. Let's do Pig Latin. No, he said in Pig Latin.
I'm not sure what you do for certain words. Like it, I guess would be just it yay, irks way.
What the fuck?
Do you understand what I'm saying? It yay irks way.
It works this way? It works way? What the hell?
It works.
Oh, God. Oh, I hate this.
Because just adding
the A.
I'm just adding A to the...
Oh, God. I hate this.
Anytime I say A, that was just
the word,
one word. Right? So, like, Ottle Bay is...
Water.
No. Ottle Bay is just bottle.
Yeah.
Right?
That's so stupid.
Ants pay.
Just pants.
Yeah, pants.
That's so stupid. Why?
Yeah. I don't... Oh, nay.
You get out. We're not doing this.
Oh, nay. All right.
So, would you...
Welcome to Ulio.
Well, now that I know this, I'd rather have the Monday thing, because I hate the Pig Latin.
Elcom way, ute, Ulio ke Ulio me.
I hate that.
The Udway Uye Ather Ray. Podcast pay.
My lungs are hurting.
We're your oasts, hey.
Don't throw me in this. I don't want to be...
Anyway, I mean... dang it!
You didn't do that on purpose.
No, I actually didn't do that on purpose. But of course I'd pick the Monday thing. That's so annoying.
Yeah. I felt like punching myself.
I mean, well, does the speaking mean literally speaking out loud? Can they text? Can they message?
Oh my god, imagine if you text them and it's just...
And it's Pig Latin. I mean, of course I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I say it's only vocal. Yeah, because that's what it just says. It says speaks.
But that would be really weird.
I'd rather have Monday.
Yeah, I'd rather Okay, anyway.
That would be a good intro song.
I'd rather do the Monday thing because although it'd be weird to not speak to them for the rest of the week, it's almost kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because then you can be like, oh, like the whole week can be like, you're looking forward to hearing their voice all week, you know?
Yeah. Damn.
And it's not to say that you can't see them or be with them. They just can't talk out loud.
It'd be so interesting. Imagine though they're dying to tell you something. Like, we saw.
They just have to text. They just have to text it really frantically. Hey, look!
There's a cat with 2 hats.
2 hats.
Not tree.
So
yeah, I guess Monday.
I think, but what's also interesting about that is like it would be a very interesting experience to, like, you know, like, to be with someone who can't talk for any day except Monday.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do a lot of, like, stuff that doesn't require
if you
talking.
go around it, so texting and, like, writing down stuff.
But you have to, like, get very used to doing, like, nonverbal stuff, you know, like, they become, like, funny little hand language.
True.
You know, come up with your own sign language.
What if you learned, like, ASL?
ASL.
Like you find the loophole.
What is that? American Sign.
Lingual.
Is that what it is? I thought it was American Sign Land.
It's exactly American
Sign. Like a land of American signs.
You look at the signs and it's just filled with, like, Americans.
Yeah, like stop signs, American stop signs, yield signs, pedestrian crossing.
There's
signs.
a land that doesn't have America on the sign. So we're at 45. I guess we can end it there.
So yeah, this has been a short episode. We'll end with a word from our sponsor, me. I'm just kidding. I guess I technically am a sponsor, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we both are because we pay for the podcasting service.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess we'll end with a word from our sponsors. Bye, guys. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. This is gonna be a short episode.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We love you.
Speak for yourself. I could go either way.
I loathe them.
I could go either way on these people. I could also loathe them. I could despise them. I could abominate them. I could abhor them. But anyway, I don't, guys. You know, we're all friends here.
We're all gaffing the goofs.
But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thanks for listening. Send any questions you have to cooliomulioshow@gmail.com. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you, guys. That was the greatest episode of all time. Thank you. Love you all. Keep it real. Keep it 100. Please send questions to cooliomulioshow@gmail.com.
Poo poo caca. All right. See you guys next time.
Play me a beat, Thaddeus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.